you look at the Eagles, is it Hurts or the team? It's system and team.
So far this season, Jalen Hurts has done everything in his power to really prove himself as an elite quarterback in this league. He's led the Philadelphia Eagles to an NFL best 12-1 record. He's passed for over 3,000 yards, already more than his total passing yards last season. He's passed for 22 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. He leads the league in passer rating. He has a top 5 QBR. He's top 5 in completion percentage from the pocket. He's top 3 in yards per attempt, completion percentage, and quarterback rating. And his deep ball ability is much improved, being far more accurate throwing that as well. And he's top 3 in the NFL among QBs in rushing yards, and he's number 1 among QBs in rushing touchdowns with 10, which puts him at 32 total touchdowns to just 3 interceptions on the season. And the list goes on and on. This impressive play from Jalen Hurts has him firmly in the MVP conversation along with Patrick Mahomes, and just recently Jalen Hurts was named the betting favorite to win the MVP award. Meanwhile, Micah Parsons has had a terrific season of his own. He's been the best player on one of the best defenses in the entire NFL in the Dallas Cowboys. He's had 57 tackles and 12 sacks already so far this season, and it's safe to say that the Dallas Cowboys did a fantastic job drafting him, and he's been one of the main reasons for the Cowboys' defensive turnaround to being one of the best defenses in the league over the past 2 seasons. Both these players in Jalen Hurts and Micah Parsons have been phenomenal so far this season, and they've also contributed to tremendous team success from both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys, being 2 of the top teams in the NFC and just in the NFL in general. And the success of these players and the teams have only contributed to the intense rivalry between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. But recently, something happened to intensify the rivalry between these 2 teams. And I know I'm a couple days late to this topic, but I still thought I'd give my opinion on it, because Micah Parsons just had some recent comments to intensify this rivalry even further. When discussing the MVP conversation on Von Miller's podcast, he had some comments that seemed like they were trying to discredit Jalen Hurts' success and his MVP case this season.
So if we look at the Eagles, is it Hurts or the team? It's system and team. I just love the game so much, and I understand it so much that like when things are off, I just can't hold it in. I almost gotta say something.
Now, when I listen to what Micah Parsons has to say here, the more I listen to it, the more I just think it sounds completely ridiculous. And obviously, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so maybe you're gonna say I'm biased. But whatever, I really don't care, because I truly believe that what I'm saying is the truth here. I think that what Micah Parsons is trying to do in this interview, and you can kind of tell, he's just trying to discredit everything that Jalen Hurts has done so far this season. And I feel like the Eagles and the Cowboys obviously have a huge rivalry. Micah Parsons doesn't want to say that the quarterback for their biggest rival this season is the MVP of the NFL. I just don't think he wants to come out here and say that. And obviously you see him trying to make the case for Patrick Mahomes in there a little bit too.
Mahomes is an MVP. Still going crazy. He doesn't have A.J. Brown. He doesn't have a Devontae Smith.
And he's really just trying to say that Jalen Hurts is a product of the Philadelphia Eagles team being very talented and the system they have put around him. But obviously putting talent around a quarterback is going to make life easier. That goes without saying, and that goes for any quarterback in the entire NFL. Obviously, if you give a quarterback elite wide receivers, a great offensive line, and good running backs, they're going to have more success than they would without all of those things. And obviously, the Eagles have also done a good job scheming the offense to fit around Jalen Hurts' strengths and running the football and being a dual threat quarterback. But at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is still the one throwing the ball on every single passing play. He's still the one making all the decisions on those RPO plays, those option plays where he can either hand the ball off to the running back, keep it himself and run it, or pass the football. Jalen Hurts has to make the correct decision on those. And if you've watched Jalen Hurts' career so far in the NFL, and especially last year into this year, it's so obvious how much he's grown as a player and just gotten better. And it's really easy to see when you just watch him play. His decision-making ability, his ability to read a defense, his accuracy, his pocket mechanics, his deep ball ability, they all look so much better than they did just from last year. This season, they've all took a huge leap, and I think if you watch Jalen Hurts play, it's really easy to see all those things being far improved than they have been in the past. And his stats obviously back it up. And I think it's ridiculous to say that all Hurts' success is just because of the team. Obviously, you add A.J. Brown in the offseason, you have an elite offensive line, you have good running backs, Miles Sanders, you have other weapons like Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and Dallas Goedert. Although Dallas Goedert's been injured for a little bit so far this season. Obviously, those things help Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is the one that has to hold up his end of the bargain as well, and he's put up far better numbers than I think anybody expected of him this season. Despite all the improvements that Jalen Hurts has made to his game and everything he's proved this season, there's still people like Micah Parsons that are going to come out and say, oh, well, it's because their team is so much better. And I really think that that's just an unfair thing to say, because If you watch Jalen Hurts play, you can see all the improvements he's made, just like I just said. But what else is he supposed to do to prove that he is a legit elite quarterback in this league? He's put up the stats, he's improved his game, and he's led the team to team success, sitting with a 12-1 record. And I think that's all you really can do, and that's what makes you a valuable asset to the team. He has been the guy that has been the difference maker in multiple games so far for the Philadelphia Eagles. There's never really been a game this season where you say Jalen Hurts cost the Eagles here. And I think Jalen Hurts has done everything he possibly can to prove just how good he is. So his improvement this season, plus his incredible stats, and plus the team success, puts him firmly in that MVP conversation, and I think he has a legitimate shot of winning it. And it doesn't really sound like the Philadelphia Eagles are all too worried about Micah Parsons' comments either. Jalen Hurts and Jordan Mailata recently had responses to what Micah Parsons had to say.
Micah Parsons had some comments about your success and whether it was, more attributed to yourself or team and scheme. Curious to get your thoughts on that.
We're worried about the Bears right now.
I'm worried about the Chicago Bears this week, man. Worried about this game. Marcus should worry about his game this week, too. You got the Chicago Bears, not the Chicago Micah Parsons.
So from these clips, it sounds like the Philadelphia Eagles are really just focused on their matchup this week with the Chicago Bears. But that does not mean these comments are going to go away. After this week, things could get really interesting, as the Philadelphia Eagles will face the Dallas Cowboys on Christmas Eve. And I think once the focus for the Philadelphia Eagles is on the Dallas Cowboys, it's hard to believe that these comments are going to be forgotten. And Micah Parsons did seemingly try to backtrack his comments a little bit very recently, but it doesn't really seem like he's fully gone back.
I'm pretty sure they hate me.
Not ones that ever disrespect Hurts or any other player in any way. I'm just talking football. Like, if football is a hurtful conversation, then what are we playing for? I think the job's more hurtful than conversation. If we can't have opinions, I mean, you guys get to talk all day. Why can't we just talk a little chatter,
He said that he didn't mean to disrespect Jalen Hurts or any player in any way, but that doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't believe what he said, and I still think, judging by what he did respond with, he still holds those beliefs that Jalen Hurts should not be in the MVP conversation and that his success is all based on the team. I think he still holds those beliefs, and I think it just adds a lot more excitement to this Eagles versus Cowboys matchup, which, although we will see them on Christmas Eve, that might not be the last time we see them. You never know. There's a potential of a Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys playoff matchup this season, and these comments do nothing but add fuel to the fire. For more Philadelphia Eagles content, you can go click on this video right here and give me your thoughts and opinions about Micah Parsons' comments on Jalen Hurts. And if you did enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. Drop a like on this video to help push it out to other people. That being said, that's pretty much all I got for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.